My environment. This morning I said that I was going to minimize doing video diaries. I try to minimize that on Sundays, and plus it was really out of control yesterday. So there were people outside, and I know that I got the email saying that the harassment would be escalated. So I announced so they can't scam to block my path. So I announced and I informed people in the environment that my abuser says they're about to escalate abuse. So then some people got upset with me for reporting abuse and for asking for resources in the local community. That's a red flag that something's amiss. People don't repeatedly hate your guts, curse you out, and disrespect you, and then say that they're going to put you out, say you're doing it to yourself, slander you in the communities, lie on you, act like they're mentally ill, demand you take wrong orders, just things that repeatedly don't make sense. And sometimes they're just reduced to blatantly lying. Two people have threatened to leave me in this environment, but leaving me in a situation like that and being peculiar in other avenues. So I announced, and then it got a little heated and escalated. Then I seen the other party that scammed that she was psychic and found my YouTube channel, is claims she's a friend, but she's not disturbed by anything on it, but now hates my guts because I recorded that she was covering for my device being hacked, and then manipulating her words. And not only was my device hacked, her device was hacked, and one group of people, and then another group of people, three devices were hacked. So she's aware that all these devices are being hacked, but yet covering for it. So nonetheless, she claims that she's psychic and got my YouTube channel and wants nothing to do with me, don't ever contact me again. That's the one that kept contacting me, harassing me, interrupting me. And then I said, what are you talking about? What videos? I had made them private. And then she's like, well, stop contacting me. But she's contacting me. And then the other day when I was trying to be in the food pantry, I announced to her and she still got in the way. So nonetheless, so I informed the person over this environment what the residents were doing to me, and then I was ignored, and she talked about trash. But this is how people are told to treat me. It's deliberate and it's procedural. If you're repeatedly begging for your life and someone hangs up in your face and your family who haven't seen you in 7, 8 years, and then they're on the phone texting, the 2 or 3 minutes you can see them, and then the ones that aren't texting are scamming that they hate your guts and walking off. Everyone's, it's like being ostracized and isolated. They are fully aware of how that feels. This is how you can terrorize someone and not lay a finger on them. This is how you can slander someone with mental illness. Isolation, it causes emotional and psychological damage. They know it. That's why when you're in jail, they put you in lockdown and isolation, and that they get the kind of result that they want from putting someone, deprivating them from other parties and putting them in isolation. So not only I'm watching all these inmates that have books, have tablets, use the phone, and I'm the elephant in the room in multiple different jail states, and I'm watching people get privileges they just won't give me for profit. And there is sometimes jailers are just enlisted to come start an argument for no reason. And then a lot of times they just blatantly lie to cause conflict. I was outside playing cards with women, having a happy-go-lucky day. They said I was having a mental crisis, and because they don't, you think it's a joke. No, they're monitoring me. They don't want to see me happy. Period. That's what I don't like. If that we only have a small life, a small percentage of time on this with life on this earth. And then I believe that there's eternal life. So why would you rob me of any peace, satisfaction? And how do I sit with that? And you're able to buy off and control all my environments, integrity nowhere to be found around me. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I seek that. I would like support systems. I would like accountability people, but they're not being accountable for themselves. So that's what it is. So, repeatedly over and over, arguments are started with my family, different people, for just simply saying, I want to be safe. It's a punishment all over the place. And that's supposed to blend in and be normalized like it's just normal behavior all over the place. So I think the time now is 9:15. And I just simply wanted to announce to someone that I had to announce. This is how this started. I had to announce that, because my abuser is saying that he's controlling you guys and he's escalating the abuse. I wanted to announce that I'm coming by. And then she went ballistic, but eventually she apologized. I said, well, I have a right to be safe. If someone's saying that he's controlling my environments and have actually done it, I know in the past, I'm not safe with you guys if you let them do it. So I have a right to let you know the email that I got and, ask you if you would want to, if you're in cahoots with it. But their behavior is already proven it. So I don't know. Since these places, I had my IDs missing and all kind of other bizarre things. It's just how a targeted person lives, knowing that you never believe the story. So, like for example, like at Austin Street, I got assaulted, and then I told Billy at Austin Street that I got assaulted by someone. It was on camera footage. He threw his hands up in the air like it's nothing, and then started degrading me and insulting me. And then all the gang stalkers in the environment that do peculiar things at Austin Street Shelter started clapping. So I had to sit and being afraid, being terrorized by a group of people. Someone is allowed to put their hands on me, and these con artist people in my environment clapped. Well, they did it at Our Daily Bread. When the police removed me, I told the whole environment I'm a government witness. I'm fleeing abuse. And the Our Daily Bread played games, wouldn't give me my luggage. They stored the luggage for you, and then wouldn't give me back my luggage. I tried to shower. They wouldn't give me a towel and demanded my towel, my own personal towel, my own personal sleeping bag and pillow that I had. That's not even policy. That's a theft. So nonetheless, they did it, and multiple other places stole from me, security and staff. So nonetheless, they came to remove me on blatant lies. And then people saw that I was being bullied and disrespected by the police and the intimidation and multiple different parties. And what they chose to do with that was clap. So I informed someone the other day that, I wish that something could be done because I don't know if it'll get to the point to where you guys will lynch me. Well, Found a Living Word did let someone place a poisonous snake in front of my tent. And then the 911 kept hanging up in my face 3 times in a row. Well, 3 times, yeah, in a row. And I never could call 911. And I called animal control. They would never call me back. I called the police and nothing happened then. So I flagged down the police and he pretended like he did this long report. And then my phone went dead. And as soon as my phone went dead, it was like he did it. He drove off and the video disappeared off my phone. Well, this is how it is targeted. So I guess I just have to conform to my environment since my environment is not conforming to justice and to integrity and are not getting law enforcement. So if all that is not happening, then I think the only thing that can be changed, one thing that the gang stalker friend said was you probably need to change yourself. And that's quite apparent because it's the army that don't seem to care about themselves or me.